We are back, and we are back for another Manchester United preview show. And let me tell you, it's like what we say in London. You wait ages for one, and then two come along at once. That is a term in the United Kingdom that they say for London buses. This is exactly the same for this Manchester United preview show, where we have waited for so long to get a Manchester United preview show in against Rangers, and then you get another one coming at once. And it is against another team that Manchester United have never faced before. I think this is our third team in this Europa League that we have never played against. So that in itself will be very interesting for me to talk about. I am looking forward to this one. Match day 8, the final match day. It should be a good one. And just like that then, let's get straight underway and let's head ourselves down to the Arena Națională. So here it is, the big game in the Europa League, match day 8, and it is between 4th v 8th, as Manchester United are heading down south to Romania to face FCSB, or in other words, as I would like to call them, FC Steaua Bucharest. And they were a club, Steaua Bucharest, that have always been historic in Romania. They won European Cups, they won a Champions League in 1985-86, so they have always been one of the big teams in the Eastern European world. And they like to be that. It was only until a financial situation where they had to drop the name Steaua Bucharest for the new rebranded name of FCSB. Even though I prefer the name Steaua Bucharest, I think that is a better name to describe them, and this is how I remember them, as Steaua Bucharest. And Manchester United, I remember us going to Cluj, but we've never been to Bucharest for a Europa League game. We went to Cluj in the Champions League, Cluj-Napoca against CFR Cluj, and I think we did okay there, but I don't think Manchester United have never played in Bucharest, the capital, so that will be interesting to play, especially at this behemoth of a ground. This is another ground that I really, really like. I did really like Ibrox, now I really, really like the Arena Națională. Two of the best stadiums, actually, in my opinion, that Manchester United have played the teams, and I'm sure Manchester United will have a very hospitable atmosphere there. I'm saying hospitable in speech marks because they will be absolutely bonkers. I can imagine it. It isn't a norm to see Manchester United come to your town, one of the biggest clubs in the world, coming to Romania watching it. It's not a thing you would usually see. The last time we were near Romania was when we went to when we didn't go to Tiraspol, we went to Chișinău. When we played Sheriff at the Zimbru Stadium, I think we won 3-0. Cristiano Ronaldo scored a goal there. So that was the nearest we have been to Romania recently. We have never played against FCSB, so that will be very interesting to see how we can cope with FCSB and how we can cope with their press, their aggression, their desire. It will be very interesting to see how we can do that, and I'm sure Manchester United could do it fine. I'm sure we can do it fine. However, you never know. Again, with Manchester United, we are a team that we are very, very unpredictable. We can win one game, lose next game. We are in an undefeated streak. We have been undefeated in the last 5 out of 6 games. But the 5 out of 6 games are against Rangers, Southampton, Fulham. I mean, Fulham necessarily aren't an easy team, but they are still easy teams that Manchester United are playing. So that will be very, very difficult for us. We do end up playing the tougher teams. And I think this game will be a tough game for Manchester United going to the Arena Națională because, well, Romanian fans like to hear themselves, and they like to hear themselves very loudly. And that is why I think Manchester United may struggle. I think the atmosphere will be electric in the Arena Națională. I think it will be electric, and I think it will be on FCSB's side, but I think the overall atmosphere will take advantage of the Manchester United team. So I do think Manchester United, in that accord, will struggle, but either way, Manchester United going to Romania is a massive, massive thing for FCSB and the whole country of Romania. So the final fact file of the league phase goes to FCSB, and well, where are they from? They are from the country of Romania, well, specifically in the capital of Romania, Bucharest. That is where they are from. Not to be mistaken with Budapest, that is the capital of Hungary. It's Bucharest, the capital of Romania. The honours list for FCSB is they have won the Champions League. They are one of two Eastern European clubs to win the UEFA Champions League. The other one was Crvena Zvezda in 1992. Soya Bucharest did that 6 years earlier in 1985-86. And they did that by beating Barcelona 2-0 in penalties in the Ramon Sánchez Pizjuán in Sevilla. 70,000 people were reportedly there to see the Romanians win it. They have won the Super Cup once. They've won the UEFA Super Cup. They beat Dynamo Kiev in that one. And they have won 21 Superligas. The last time they've actually won the league title, however, was in 2020-21. The past two winners was CFR Cluj one season and a very surprising team in Romania. And I believe it was the team that was from Hagi, his side, to win it. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. But it was Farul Constantina. It was Farul Constanta. They were the ones that did end up winning the league that year, which, well, was mad to think, really, because they're not a well-known club. It is Gheorghe Hagi's club. Gheorghe Hagi does manage Farul Constanta. He had managed them since 2014, so they won the league. Which, well, was an absolute miracle for them and Romanian football, because not many teams have actually heard of that club. But they did win the Romanian league in 2022-23. Then the rest was FCSB. FCSB did win it the year after. That's why we're here. The nickname for FCSB is Roș Albaștri, which means the red and blues. So the red and the blues. You could also link that to the Romanian national team. They would also have a similar nickname to that. The league position, they are 8th in the league, won 4 games, drawn 2, and only lost 1. So they have done one worse than we have. We haven't lost a game. They have. However, they're on 14 points. We're on 15. So, yeah, if there is anybody that there's a bit of an iffy position, it would be us. They've scored 10 goals and conceded 7, so they have a very good record. They have a +3 record, goal difference, and they have a total of 14 points, so they're only point below us. So if they do beat us, they could go above us, and they could be a genuine chance where Manchester United may not even get into the top 8 if we do lose in Romania. The manager of FCSB is Elias Charalambuș, and he is a manager that has stayed loyal to his country of Cyprus. This is his first international job he has took, and even when he played, he only played for Karlsruhe in Germany, and so that is not far. And it is his first job managing away from Cyprus. He was the former manager of AEK Larnaca. I'm not sure. The best player for FCSB isn't actually going to play against Manchester United because he's injured. Darius Olaru. He was a key player. He is a key player for FCSB. However, because he did get injured in a pre-season friendly against HSV Hamburg, he's ended up getting an injury, and it is a shoulder injury. So, in my opinion, the guy who will be just as good to replace him is Florin Tanache. The only reason I know Florin Tanache is because I signed him on a career mode, but he is still a very, very good player for FCSB, and I'm sure he could be that midfielder that could pull the strings of their team and give our defense a little bit of problems. And then finally, the stadium, like I did say before, is the Arena Națională in Bucharest. The capacity is 55,634. They hosted a Euro 2020 game. I think they hosted North Macedonia when Gheorghe Pandev did play for North Macedonia before he retired. He did play at the Arena Națională for most of their games. So that is a very interesting fact for Philadelphia. I know not a lot of my fans may know who FCSB are, There'll be some that will and there's some that not. But either way, this is our fact file. This is a fact file of the Romanian champions of FCSB. So after Manchester United landed in Romania, Ruben Amorim did have his Manchester United press conference where there were notes that he said, and they were notes that people would have expected for him to say. So about FCSB, the opposition, he said they weren't surprised, that we aren't surprised that Steaua Bucharest are in the top 8 just because of how good they've been. They are a very good team who tend to win a lot of games, and they win a lot of games through set pieces and not a lot of possession. That is the key thing for Steaua Bucharest. Sometimes they may average about 30-25% possession, but they can still win a game, and that is a very good trait. And with FCSB, they are very, very good with set pieces. I mean, the defenders of Yoxim Dawa and Malcolm Adjuna just know how to do their roles brilliantly for FCSB. Just trying to line up for a corner and then boom, header it. Manchester United will have to be wary, because if they are not, I guarantee you Manchester United will concede off a set piece, because we always do that. We always do that. He did also say that Manchester United's struggle last year under Erik ten Hag was not a crisis. A lot of people in the English media are saying it was a crisis. It weren't. Because when you lose, like that he was saying about when you lose a legend like Sir Alex Ferguson at the club, obviously he decided to retire. He said David Moyes was the chosen one, but ended up not working. And the fact that he is a legend at a club, he said they had to reset the culture of Manchester United, which wasn't a good phase, granted that the team that he had wasn't his greatest of players. He also said about the club bringing in young academy prospect Harry Mara from Arsenal, and he said about how he is a very technical player and shows how he will work perfectly in the academy and the team. This team is evolving very, very fast. Obviously, you've heard the rumours about Patrick Dorgu linked with Manchester United. You've obviously got Lenny Yoro, you've got Chidi Obi Martin, you've got Pedro Leon coming from Paraguay. So the youth is starting to come on. It's starting to get a whole lot better at Manchester United, and it shows the future is very, very bright. Then after that, he did talk about, well, what do you think, Marcus Rashford? He said just basically what he always says, saying like, if he changes, we will play him. If he does not change his attitude on and off the pitch, then he won't play. Simple. Then he won't play. And he's the one that decides if he wants to play or not. That is what Ruben Amorim said. So, yeah, I think that's what Ruben Amorim said, and I can understand why he has done. He also, this is the final thing he said, wants to avoid the playoffs, because if you are in the playoffs, that would mean you have to play 2 games on February, obviously on a Thursday. It would be the Thursday before and Thursday after, which for Manchester United, the fatigue levels that we would have would be through the roof if we do play 2 extra games. So that is why Manchester United do not want the playoffs, because it would be absolutely catastrophic if we do. So they are Ruben Amorim's notes for the game. It was an okay press conference. It's just basically what he's bound to say. But because of this news, we may get some news for what the team will be in 24 hours' time. So this is the starting lineup I would like to see Manchester United play for the game against FCSB. So first of all, I think goalkeeper, I would put Altay Bayindir in. I think Bayindir is now getting used to that playing time. I wouldn't start to play Andre Onana. I would play Altay Bayindir for the cup games, because I think he is a cup keeper and he would do very well in front of this game. Then a back three of, I think, the same back three as we did use against Rangers: Lisandro Martinez, Matthijs de Ligt and Lenny Yoro. Harry Maguire could potentially come into the squad, but I think he could come in the squad for a little bit of physicality, but I think Martinez, de Ligt and Yoro is fine. Martinez is a bit of an iffy one. I thought you could potentially drop him, but he scored. He scored against Fulham. You can't drop a player who scored a goal, so you can't do that. So Martinez is playing alongside Matthijs de Ligt and Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro might potentially get play. Harry Maguire might play instead of Lenny Yoro, because Lenny Yoro is playing a lot of games recently, but I still think Yoro will be fine. And then we will have an inverted wing back of Nasir Mazraoui and Amad Diallo. I think Amad Diallo is a bit risky. It's a very, very risky choice to play at wing back, but I think I would have Christian Eriksen playing in that cam role instead of Amad Diallo for this game. So that is why I would put Amad Diallo on the wings, with Kobbie Mainoo and Toby Collier there in the midfield. Toby Collier is starting to shine. He had a fantastic game against Fulham. He also had a good game when he came on against Liverpool. So he's starting to show some signs, Toby Collier, that he could be a player to watch out for. He also had a good game against Arsenal, by the way. The midfield, like I did say before, I think it should be Bruno Fernandes and Christian Eriksen in that midfield, with Joshua Zirkzee up front. Rasmus Højlund was terrible against Fulham. Absolutely terrible. That's why I think he needed dropping, and Joshua Zirkzee should come back into that starting lineup against FCSB. I think we'll be playing in the white today because FCSB will be playing in the blue and red, so that won't work. So I think Manchester United will be wearing the white. That is why I've got the Manchester United players wearing the white. So that is my starting lineup for Manchester United. Now it's the biggie. What do I think? What will the prediction be for this one? It's a big one, score prediction time for this game, and I think this game will be tougher than a lot of people expect. Because I think for Manchester United this will be a very, 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 very draining game. I think it will be a very draining game. I think Manchester United and FCSB will drain. FCSB will try and drain the game down. They will play for a 0-0. I think they will play for a 0-0. But I don't think it will be a 0-0. But it could very easily be a 0-0 game, this one, because I could see it being. But I do think... I think if it's anything, Manchester United can win the game. But I'm not sure what I think this prediction will be. I think Manchester United could either win. I think Manchester United could either draw. I think Manchester United could either lose. My gut is saying it'll be a 1-1 draw. Because I think we will find it very, very hard to get through that FCSB defence. And I think there will be a set-piece goal for FCSB. There has to be. I mean, we are terrible at set-pieces. They are good at set-pieces. So that is all I can say. I think I can see a defender of FCSB scoring, and I can see it being a very tight game for Manchester United. We will score. I know we will score. If it is anyone, Amad Diallo is the one that is most likely to score. But I just don't think we will keep a clean sheet. That is why I'm going to say it will be this game at the Arena Nacional. Manchester United won, FCSB won, Manchester United advanced to the top 8 by the thinnest of margins. FCSB, on the other hand, will have to go through the playoffs. So before match day 8, this is how the playoff positions would stand. So either Athletic Club or Manchester United would be facing either Midtjylland or Elfsborg or Rangers or RZ, whilst FCSB, on the other hand, would either be facing Fenerbahce or Besiktas or Galatasaray or Bode Glimt. This would also mean that FCSB and Manchester United would be paired in the different seedings. So that would mean the only time Manchester United and FCSB can face next time is the Europa League final. So just like that, that is the end of the UEFA Europa League phase. And now it is just hoping Manchester United can qualify into them top 8 positions, which will guarantee us a last 16 place. Fingers crossed we can do that. As just like that, then I will get going. I will go see you soon. Stay safe. I'll be talking to you lot then in the next one. See ya and bye-bye.